Good morning. So with this video, you guys, I just want to talk about boundaries and standards. Boundaries and standards. When you are conflicted and you're scared to be alone, you kind of put your boundaries down and you accept anything and everything that's thrown your way just to keep a piece of a person around. When do we know to let go? When do we know to hold on? If your standards is as simple as treat me as I treat you, and the person or people that you're trying to still connect to don't treat you as you treat them, then that means you are lowering your standards. You are lowering them. Okay, I know you guys know this. This is not something that probably you need to hear, but the only reason why I'm bringing it up because I want to remind you that you need to value yourself. Never put a lesser value on yourself due to the situation that you are currently in. Always maintain those same standards and boundaries that you have for others that you want to do unto you, that you would do unto them. For example, those of you that are in relationships, if you're not a person that's going to allow someone to mistreat you or disrespect you, whatever level disrespect is to you, then don't do it to them. If you're a person that feels like, I don't like when people yell at me or cuss me out it's just to get in agreement, then you can't do it back. The same thing with the telephone situation. A lot of us have problems in our relationship with telephones and answering the phones and guys not answering the phone, what so be it. Okay, if you're a person that you don't answer your phone and at the time of needing this person don't, then you can't get mad. But if you're a person that says every time this person calls, I'm willing to pick up and take time to make sure I'm there for that person, okay, then that's called standards. Those are called boundaries. Treat me like I want to treat you. If you're the type of person that's in a relationship and you feel like out of respect, I feel that we should not see other people, or out of respect, I feel that we should have curfews like husband and wives, 2 a.m., it's time to come home, and if you don't answer, that's considered disrespect because it's going to make somebody assume you are doing something you have no business doing when you're not. You could be just with your friends. Give that woman or man a respect to call and say, you know what, I'm still hanging out with my friends. I will be there in a minute, or you're welcome to join me as well. You know, boundaries, okay? Also with your friendships, you guys, if you have a friend that you can call and they pick up in a time of need, do the same for them. That's it. Boundaries. Okay, but please, you guys, stop allowing people to walk over you just because you feel like, you know what, I'm in this targeting situation and I have to connect and let people mistreat me in order to keep them around. No, those are the main people that you have to cut off because you already live in a stressful situation. Why allow somebody else to add to the stress, right? So sometimes we sit there and say, when do I end it or when do I don't end it? Those are things that compromise your peace, that compromise your happiness, that compromise your integrity. It's time to let them go. And if they don't understand and they still want to point the finger at you and just say, well, can I do this to you, what you have done to me? And if they say, yeah, then maybe they really don't understand. We're all not raised the same. We're all raised different. But if they say no, then there it is there. If they say, no, you can't do that, then why are you allowed to do that? Okay, so that means you got to cut them off. But don't cuss people, you know what I'm saying? But keep your sanity, keep your respect, keep your cool. Because like they say, you know how they used to say, dance like nobody's watching? We the opposite. People watching, and people see what we allow, what we don't allow. They know what push a button is and what don't push a button. So keep your poker face on, even if it bothers you, you guys. I want to keep it short. I want to keep it on that. Just say boundaries, standards. Know when to cut someone off. Know when not to cut someone off. It may feel hurt. You might feel alone. But guess what? The next person will come along. It's not that hard. Because if you truly out there giving your 100% and people don't see that, then oh well. Like at your employment, I was quick to say, you know what, if these people see me, they don't, but the people that I am giving my service to, long as they see me, that's what matters. But don't never let nobody disrespect you to the point of you feeling low or you crying at night. Okay, so create your boundaries and standards in everything that you do, in every place that you go. Love yourself, and those boundaries will come. You know what I mean? Like I said, I told you guys previously, I had to cut off a couple of relationships, but some that I didn't. I don't feel that God wants us to be alone. I just feel God wants to give us more understandings of our surroundings, because God was betrayed by his best friend. Okay, to the point where he was crucified, meaning that the people that you love will crucify you and have you killed. So he wants us to understand. I'm not saying be alone. I'm just saying be careful who you have around you, because I didn't know who I had around me, and look what happened to me. I was slain. Okay, so that's all I think God is saying. So don't ever sit there and say, God, why you want me to be alone? I don't think he wants us to be alone. I just want him to be, he wants us to make better choices of who we have around us, because who you have around you is your biggest influence. Okay, so if you're around somebody that's cussing you out all the time, you're going to eventually start cussing them out too, and that's lowering your standards. If you're around someone that drinks and smoke all the time, eventually you're going to drink and smoke too all the time. If you're around somebody that you want to set goals with and they keep procrastinating and they're not up to setting goals, pretty much you're going to get into that same mode of saying, oh, it's all right, let's just live. Let's not set goals for our life. Okay, so that's all God is saying. He's not saying be alone, be by yourself. You ain't gonna, no. If that was the case, God wouldn't created Adam and Eve at the same time, because that would have been like, Adam, just be by yourself, and then Adam would have had to beg and say, I'm alone. Can you please create somebody? No, he created them at the same time. Okay, but the man is supposed to lead. Let that man lead if he is the right leader. If he's not, then you got to separate yourself, create boundaries and standards. All right, thank you guys for listening to me. Help me as I help you. I appreciate you all the time. Thanks.